On came a bit too early. Flag is raised eventually for offside. Looked like a very good chance with Qatar, their first opponents, playing a similar system to Jordan. This was a game that they were very eager to play. Bit of room on the edge of the penalty area, nicely engineered, and a wonderful try. Glazed over the top, but only just by Granit Xhaka. Danandoy right at the heart of the move, skillfully works it. Bolo looking for Manzambi. Was a pathway to goal there, but the ball didn't quite reach. And he wasn't able to get away. Bolo to Manzambi again, and this time they will connect, and this time he drives towards the corner. And it could so easily have been for the opening goal, but for a big hand from Abu Layla. Had 6 attempts to Jordan's 1. Bolo's touch. Wants it back, gets it back, and it looks as though they should have scored, but Freuler, almost trying to walk the ball in, is denied at the very last second. Maybe took one too many touches, if we're completely honest. And the referee is certainly giving this a thorough look over. And it's a penalty for Switzerland for the foul on Remo Freuler. Bolo from the spot. Scores pretty easily for Switzerland, who take advantage here. And after the VAR decision, he scores and Switzerland lead against Jordan. Very coolly done. Waiting for the goalkeeper to make his move. Although they will run into Manzambi. That is a loose pass though, and this is a big chance, and probably it should have been converted. Yvonne Vogel with a brilliant save to make sure that Switzerland stay on top. But that is a major let-off. And not something that Murat Yakin will be happy to see ahead of the World Cup. Ebershut. Roaming free, plays it through, a big chance for two, and it's scored by Danandoy. Well, it's a goal that comes straight after the drinks break, and Jordan switch off, and maybe this will be a big lesson ahead of the World Cup, because Switzerland were alert and were ready to pounce, and that is what they do. A huge gap opened up in the Jordan defence, and Doy ran straight through it, and he tucks away. Very nicely done beyond the goalkeeper. And Switzerland have a second. Vargas delivers, and it was a free header. But it's one that arrived without too much power from Brilliant Bolo, looking for a second of the game. Denied by the save of Yazid Abu Layla. I would imagine that Switzerland will make it through the group stage, given the group that they have ahead of them, but it's when they do come up against the likes of Portugal, how they will then behave. Neat interchange of passing, and Manzambi, who's been full of energy in this first half, has a really good chance, but he sends that over the top of the bar and never truly looked like testing the goalkeeper. Bolo looking for another before the half-time whistle, and it's a big wag of the finger in terms of a penalty decision from the referee. The big question is, did Brilliant Bolo kick the trailing leg, or was it the other way around? And the answer to that is it was defender on attacker, and it will be another Switzerland penalty. And on the stroke of half-time, Granit Xhaka makes no mistake and makes it Switzerland 3, Jordan 0. Well, he's had a fabulous season in England, and he is leading his team admirably here. Going to get to around about the 60-minute mark, and you're going to have forward players who need to come off. That is another golden opportunity, a third in the space of 4 minutes for Switzerland. Bit of a punch back here from Jordan, who've won themselves a corner. And defensively, they're in a spot of bother here. Al-Tamari works it back, there's the goal-scoring chance, very nicely finished off as well. For Corey, driving into the corner and bringing Jordan right back into this game. No surprise to see Al-Tamari involved in the build-up. There was a bit of a deflection on it. And I very much doubt the goalkeeper, through the crowd of players, could see much of that at all. For Corey's strike, Switzerland 3, Jordan 1. Sent back into a dangerous area, but the only player waiting there is Ricardo Rodriguez. That is a loose touch, a touch that has allowed the Swiss in. And Christian Fasnacht, who's had such a wonderful goal-scoring season, tucks away goal number 4. Well, they move it back to front in a matter of seconds, but it's a big error at the back by Jordan that allows them the chance. And Fasnacht wasn't about to miss that. And the Swiss picking up some pretty good rhythm ahead of the World Cup, which is only 11 days away.